Good morning, hockey fans. This is Steven Heisler with HeisHockey.com, the Victorious Hockey Company, and the Junior Hockey Discussion Group on Facebook. You are watching the Junior Hockey Morning Show. You can find this show on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. That's WSBN.TV. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, more. Today is Thursday, July 13, 2023. Today's show, try to get this out quickly for you this morning. What is the best league? I know we're talking, I should clarify. What is the best league for the route to college hockey? Best league depends on player. Above all, every player is different. The path to NCAA Division I is different than Division III or ACHA Club 1, 2, 3, or even AAU Club, the new kid on the block. As an advisory company, we identify players that have exceptional educational records and display outstanding character. Look, if you don't have those first two in place, there's no use going on. There's no use working towards playing college hockey if you are not a good kid or if you are not a good student. Yes, you probably need to go through junior hockey to get to pro hockey, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you that's a good route to take. There are some exceptions. You could be a bad academic kid, and we get you into maybe a 2-year school. You can erase what you did academically in high school. Have a fresh start, maybe get to D3, but you got to prove you really want to do something like that. But character plays a big role. If you don't have that, you're not going to get us. You're not going to get me. We are also interested in what the player's vocational pursuits are and how he plans to pay for college. You know, if you're into gender studies, you're probably not going to get very far with us. Not really something I can put my hat on. As a dad, I certainly don't want to see our clients leaving school with a mountain of debt and no plan to get it paid for. Doesn't make any sense. So your vocational pursuits or what you want to do after you finish your college hockey career or pro hockey career, that's every bit as important as your ability. We talk about what vocational pursuits are out there that can get your student loans forgiven. And we talk about a lot of public sector opportunities that provide a lot of forgiveness, or they pay for the student loans to get you to go work there. That's a good route if mommy and daddy didn't win the lottery, or if you didn't win the 1% lottery where you're born into a family that can afford to send you to Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Brown. What's good for one player is not necessarily good for everybody. The age of the prospect, geography, maturity often determine the scope of destinations for our choices we give kids for junior hockey. What others fail to mention is the hard data associated with the number of players actually playing Division I games. This won't be popular. Hope we don't get sued again. 85% of games are being played with students, athletes from the United States Hockey League, North American Hockey League, and British Columbia Hockey League. Yeah, that's a number that's hard to swallow. That's a really big number. But that's where it is. I say 85% of games. You take all the players playing games, all those game minutes, And 85% of those minutes are being played by players from the NAHL, the BCHL, or the USHL. Players are with less than half a season or a season and a half in one of those leagues should focus on the NCAA Division III opportunities or even ACHA club hockey. That will be a hard pill to swallow for players and prospects. So what leagues deliver the absolute best opportunities? It really depends on where you start playing junior hockey, where you play AAA or AA hockey, your academics, and how you plan on paying for school. Clearly, the USHL, NAHL, and BCHL are the top leagues for NCAA Division I prospects. There it is. The very best leagues for prospects targeting the top end NCAA schools are the NAHL, Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba Junior A leagues. Notice I just listed the free or close to free to play Canadian leagues. The other ones in Ontario, the ones in Quebec, are all usually pay to play. You might get the price down to $4,000. It's not bad. It's better than pay to play in the U.S. The United States Premier Hockey League's NCDC, the USPHL's NCDC division, has done a remarkable job of providing an almost free-to-play experience for Division III players that want to go to school along the East Coast. Yes, some NCDC players do get their way to Division I, but look at the number of actual game minutes played, and those players would have been much better off at D3. I love the EHL, the Eastern Hockey League, and their approach to being a D3 spectrum place for kids to go. They're happy to feed the D3 schools along the East Coast. They've done a fantastic job at doing that. They're probably doing a better job in that role and market themselves that way than the NCDC is doing, while trying to market themselves as a D1 route alternative. Only kids really getting to D1 from the NCDC, for the most part, are the ones that maybe started there and ended up in the Big Three at some point. The problem is, if they go there to the Big Three too late, it's almost is too late. A 20-year-old isn't going to get into the BCHL or USHL. Hell, they may not get in at age 19. So you better have started earlier. If you've done prep school instead, and then go to the NCDC, you probably got a problem. I do not see any advantages that the USPHL Premier, North American 3 Hockey League, or Canadian Junior B leagues have over one another. There you go. Families need to consider personal factors such as geography, cost, and targeted schools when making decisions. First-year junior players need to find a pathway to their targeted level of college hockey. It's all there. If you want to play college hockey in the Midwest for either, let's say, Mankato, Minnesota State Mankato, maybe you want to try hitting Michigan Tech, Northern Michigan, like Superior State, then you should probably play in the NAHL and try to get to the USHL. That's it. If you can't crack any roster off the bat and you're 18, AAA may not be the best place to go back to. Maybe you need to get a little bit of grit that the Central Canadian leagues can give you and then try making the NAHL team the following season. It's amazing what that 55, 60 game schedule in Alberta will do for your chances the following year in the North American Hockey League. You're much more attractive as a 19-year-old getting into the NAHL than you are as an 18-year-old rookie coming in if you're too soft. If able to crack NAHL, USHL, or BCHL roster right away, awesome. At the same time, failing to do so does not mean the end of the dream. Use the ladder of development. Take your steps. You can step up and out of the NA3HL. You can step in and out of the USPHL Premier. Or even Canadian Junior B. Those teams are not destinations. Don't go there with you're not moving into a dormitory. Don't go there with a backseat full of TVs and refrigerators and everything else. Travel with 2 bags. That's it. It's not a permanent destination. You're not there for the semester. You're not there for the school year. Take 1 bag for your gear, grab your sticks, and 1 more bag for your personal stuff. That is it. Don't fall in love with the town, one of the girls, the hockey mom, the billet mom. Don't do that. Especially the billet mom. That never works out well. For most, that first year of junior hockey after high school provides the perfect time to totally focus on the player's individual game. Dude, we've seen this happen over and over again. Kid gets out of school, first opportunity to break away from home at 18, playing junior hockey, and it's a hell of a lot of fun. So much fun, they forget about the hockey. That's ridiculous. Don't fall into that trap where you will be playing for, I don't know, University of Alabama. ACHA team at Gulf Coast. Not a bad program. A little bit of fun. University of Florida. Not a great school for hockey, but it should be fun. If you want to pursue your dream, the opportunity to really focus on the game is now. That 18 years is very important. What are you going to do with it? How that season is approached can easily be the difference between climbing the ladder of development and being at the pinnacle of your hockey career. Believe it or not, some kids go to junior hockey and never become better hockey players. The pinnacle of their development happened at 16U. Now they're enjoying the lifestyle of junior hockey and they just can't get out from under their own feet. They're in a place in Montana or they're in a place in Minnesota and they're happy. It's comfortable. Don't get comfortable. Sleep on a hard bed. The trick to secure the right program that is going to nurture that development, you have to be in a situation that's going to address your weaknesses, determine the strengths, enhance and refine skill sets, and find higher level opportunities quickly. Don't be in a place where it's going to take 2.5 days to drive to another NA team to go skate with. Doesn't make any sense. We want to see our prospects move up that ladder. In that effort, player agreements between players and teams get altered to allow such movement without restriction. We told the team this week, you want to sign our kid? Awesome. But let's do something month to month and let's allow him freedom to go and skate with NAHL teams. If he cracks a roster and makes a team, he's free from your contract. Period. And now, last year we had a problem because the kid left, went to an NAHL team for about 6 weeks, came back to his pay-to-play team, and they wanted to make him pay the rate for the full season. And he wasn't there for a month and a half. So we argued. we won. Kind of didn't want to destroy a relationship with that team and coach. We got it fixed. But pay-to-play operators need to realize that if you don't want the kid to come back, then stop it. If you want the kids to come back, you got to give them a break on the payments. Doesn't make any sense. Most families don't look for that or try to even negotiate terms. Teams are more likely to be open to changes when dealing with us because they understand that there are literally hundreds of our other clients they may have access to over the next 10 years. Exactly the case. Parents and families are negotiating for the power of one. Teams know we negotiate for the power of more than 100. Yes, there are good and bad leagues or teams in every league. Absolutely. There are NHL teams I would not recommend going to. Period. Flat out, no way. I will tell a kid, you know what? Go play in Alberta, Saskatchewan. Avoid that team because that general manager has a pee-pee fetish. That's not good. Other general manager overlooks coaches with pee-pee fetishes. That's not good. Other teams refuse to do things the right way. That's not good. Trying to navigate the path between youth, high school, and college hockey without the guidance of a reputable advisor will be very expensive. And will cost the family much more than the annual fee. Look, our kids do not spend all summer popping around from showcase to showcase and main camp to pre-draft camp. We just don't do that. We just don't. We don't go to our free-for-all main camps unless it's close by and it's for the experience. Tell me how much time I have left.
You went over it.
Okay. As the season approaches, some players will realize that having all the eggs in one basket may not have been the best way to go. For those that need help, call us. Call Mike, call me, set an appointment up. There's a process to that. Let's have a conversation. Let's help get your kid on the right path. That's it for today. I'm following Martin Hunger's plan this morning with water. Whatever you're drinking, your coffee, water.